US government shutdown has crossed the 40-day mark, making it the longest stretch on record where over 8 lakh federal employees have been on either furlough or have been working unpaid.
And so I'm glad to see Democrats, after 38 days, back down from the maximalist and frankly insane position they've held since September.
I know many Republicans stormed out the gate to dismiss this offer, but that's a terrible mistake. Our offer is not a new policy. This is not negotiating in a shutdown. It's simply agreeing to maintain current funding levels.
The US Senate is in complete paralysis. National parks are closed, vital services stalling, and the US economic engine is spurting dangerously, with air traffic next in line to be disrupted. In the halls of power, Washington's dysfunction risks dragging the global economy down, and the natural question is, what is this shutdown all about? When the US Congress fails to pass funding bills, that is their budget, many federal operations lose legal authority, leading to partial government closure from passport offices to vital agencies. Normal functioning halts until budget conflicts are resolved.
The Democrats have some soul searching to do. Are they going to continue to do that? Are they going to run from the far left and do their bidding? Or are they going to do right by millions of federal workers and the American people who continue to show up to work daily without pay?
At the heart of the crisis is the debt ceiling, America's borrowing limit, which has only grown larger and more controversial under Trump's Big Beautiful Bill.
Shutdown is separate from the Big Beautiful Bill. The shutdown is because the annual appropriations, annual budget that has to be passed by the Congress in order to fund most government expenditure, that bill is being held up by the filibuster, which requires 60 out of 100 senators to overrule it, to end it. And the Republicans only have 53 of the 100 Senate seats. So the Big Beautiful Bill has funding for some deregulation that will undoubtedly boost expenditure, except for the defunding, I think, of green regulation, environmentally friendly regulation, which may end up in the medium to longer term damaging activity.
Economists calculate GDP growth slowed by billions, job markets destabilized, and consumer confidence shaken. An extended shutdown now risks more severe recession and deeper cracks in America's fiscal foundations.
It is indeed, at 38 days now, the longest government shutdown. A lot of this government spending that has been halted will eventually be paid in the future. So the negative spending effects are temporary to the extent that the government will spend the money that it can't spend at the moment. But there is some uncertainty about that because non-essential workers who have been furloughed, laid off, are supposed to get paid eventually when the money is there again under existing law, but this law is being contested by the government. So there is a negative effect there. In addition, of course, there are spillover effects to the private sector. While air traffic controllers are essential workers who are supposed to work even without pay, a growing number of them is not turning up to work, and air traffic is in disarray, and this can only get worse. So, I think most of the spending damage is temporary.
But what is the logjam? Democrats argue Republicans want to sabotage healthcare tax credits to leverage political gains.
Republicans are not about to further burden taxpayers by blindly extending a flawed program. The Democrats' proposal is just more of the same, masking rising premiums and padding insurance companies' profits with more taxpayer dollars.
I think that Republicans don't want to prop up, they don't want to bail out the Affordable Care Act, which is failing. Remember when the Affordable Care Act passed back in, when was it, 2013 or 2012, something like that? It passed without a single Republican vote in Congress, and they don't like the program and they don't want to help it. The Democrats have shut down the federal government because they want more funding, they want more tax subsidies, tax-based subsidies of Obamacare, the ones that were implemented during the recent COVID-19 pandemic when Joe Biden was president, and they want those large subsidies to continue. And we're talking about vast sums of money, billions and billions upon billions of dollars, and Republicans don't want to spend it because they think that it's wasted money, and as well they don't want to help support a program that they have never been in favor of. So I think that the two sides are not going to make any progress in the foreseeable future with respect to Obamacare subsidy negotiations.
Republicans claim Democrats have weaponized social spending, refusing to budge. This stalemate has paralyzed one of the largest economies of the entire world.
The problem is Republicans aren't serious as it relates to solving the affordable healthcare crisis that they've created, solving the cost of living crisis that they've made worse. As Democrats, we've made clear, we will sit down anytime, any place with anyone to find a bipartisan path forward to reopening the government.
Democrats are the one offering real solutions to protect American families and reopen the government right now, not pitting healthcare against national security. Just yesterday, Senate Democrats led by leader Schumer put forward a straightforward compromise, a clean continuing resolution to fund the government at current levels, plus 3 bipartisan appropriation bill for key departments and 1-year extension of expiring healthcare premium tax credits to avert disaster for millions. What this would mean is to prevent premiums from more than doubling in 2026 on an average of 114% increase or spiking a cost of $1,000 or more for an average of 21 million families. If the Republicans are the ones holding us hostage by rejecting this very simple compromise out of hand, and they want to gut the healthcare, and they do not want to extend the healthcare credits which are given under Obamacare to people. This shutdown is not about fiscal responsibility, it's about Republican hardliners refusing a clean funding bill unless they gut vital programs like healthcare for healthcare extensions, etc.
Inside the Senate, Republicans are not united. Some oppose Trump's strategy and want to end the shutdown. Others stand firm on the conservative principle. Crucially, Trump needs Democrats to cross over, but political antagonism runs very deep in US politics.
55% of Trump supporters supported after all. So it's alarming that Republicans even refuse to acknowledge we have an immediate crisis right now that needs fixing.
Trump's biggest roadblock is the filibuster, the rule that needs 60 votes in Senate to pass major legislation.
The way to do it for the Republicans is to terminate the filibuster. They call it the nuclear option. This is the second form of nuclear. Very good.
This American practice means that a small group of 41 senators can stall government bills indefinitely, adding complexity to an already tense budget crisis.
I am totally in favor of terminating the filibuster, and we would be back to work within 10 minutes after that vote took place, and lots of other good things would happen. And it doesn't make any sense that a Republican would not want to do that.
Trump's resolution is simple. He wants fellow Republicans to end the constitutional provision of filibuster and break the deadlock.
But the biggest thing is the filibuster. We have to get the country going. We will pass legislation at levels you've never seen before, and it'll be impossible to beat us. By the way, if they do, they're going to do it anyway, and they are going to immediately do the filibuster.
Ending the filibuster is a double-edged sword, as it would also mean in future when Democrats could then pass legislation unilaterally, changing Senate dynamics permanently. Republicans fear this weakens their long-term leverage. Amidst all this, the clock is ticking for Trump. His approval rating has taken a plunge, coming to the lowest levels of any of his predecessors during this juncture in their presidency. With socialist Democrats like Zoran Mamdani stirring excitement in the US electorate.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Trump's political base is under pressure. Midterm test looms, with the Senate's fate crucial to Trump's future influence. With US aviation sector next on the hit list, with thousands of flights being cancelled amid shutdown, all eyes are now on Washington. Because if talks fail, Americans expect more severe disruptions, including critical air traffic delays, a crisis that will be felt far beyond the Capitol Hill.